You want me to go first?
Yeah. Break the ice.
One word to describe.
The day that I gave my heart away, anxiously waiting to give you.
I would have to say carefree, because I mean, I'm not saying it's always easy, but we always find ways to just have fun and go out and do things that aren't planned, just be spontaneous. And
I would say adventurous. It kind of goes along those same lines.
When you came walking my way.
When we first started dating, I was kind of creeping on her Facebook profile just to get a little more information out about her. Not to be creepy or anything, but
so he had Facebook messaged me, and I just remember thinking back to all these things that Matt and Kelly had said about him, and I was always intrigued by him in college, but it just never worked out back then. And so when he messaged me, it kind of was like, oh.
I was looking at some of her photos and her videos, and there's this one video that stood out. It showed her at Crunchies, which is a bar in East Lansing that we went to at Michigan State, and she was drinking out of this bucket of beer, and it was like this. It was funny, and she had this laugh that her laugh is just, it drives me wild. But that was when I knew I just had to get to know her better. I don't know what it was about it. It's just hearing her laugh and watching her have fun like that. I love it.
And so we started talking, and then it was pretty quick before he was like, he asked a question, and then he said, well, I gotta go get laundry, here's my number. And I didn't realize that he was so smooth. He seems to think that he was really smooth in doing that.
I was right in the middle of doing my laundry, and I was in an apartment building, and I said, hey, listen, I gotta go get my laundry switched over, and it's down the hall, so probably won't respond. It's kind of getting late anyway. And so I think she thought that I was just trying to kind of say goodbye, and that was that.
So so I texted him, and we continued our conversation. And then, from there, I mean, I think we talked literally every single day from that moment.
We talked every single day after that.
This love is like the ocean that's crashing over me. It's like falling rain on the driest plains as far as eyes can see. And this love is like the trees that are looking down on top of me. And this love is like no other. It's right where I wanna be. Nobody loves you like I do, and I never want them to. Nobody loves you like I do, and I can't get enough of you. Will you keep me safe Can you heal my heart? Will you love me still when I have no love to give? Can you hold my hand? Will you kiss my brow? Can you love me still when I've fallen down and I want to stay broken?
So our first date was in Florida, and it might not have even been considered a date at the time. We had just said that, we want to kind of get away, by ourselves for a little bit, and my parents had mentioned the daiquiri deck.
The reason we say that is like our dating anniversary is because that was the first time I called him my boyfriend, because I was on the plane and someone asked me what I was going out to Florida for, and I said, well, I'm going out to meet with my boyfriend and his family for a family vacation.
And we were just sitting there. We tried a few different daiquiris, and it was really fun. And we ended up ordering crab cakes, that's where I got the idea for daiquiris and crab cakes, was our first date there.
That was really special because it showed that he really cared about getting to know me and spending time together, and not just saying, well, we're just around everyone else isn't good enough. He really wanted to take me out on a special date, and that was, officially our first date.
Do you want to tell it, or do you want me to?
I can start it.
Okay,
and then you can finish it.
all right, I'll finish it.
I was actually, so I was an athletic trainer for the Baylor tennis team at that point, and we were in our Big 12 season, and I knew I was going to be going up with the team for the Iowa State competition, and he was in Iowa. I told him about the competition, when I was going to be there. I didn't realize how far away it was for him. It was like a 3-hour drive, but he said, oh yeah, that's an easy drive, I'll be there. So I said, okay, great. And so we had already made plans to go out that night after the tennis competition. And my friend Lauren from high school was also there because she lives in Iowa and she came to visit. So the three of us went out and got food and then went to a bar afterwards to play pool, because a few weeks before that we were talking on the phone. And I was out at a bar that night with my friends in grad school in Waco there, and we were at a bar where we were playing pool and darts and stuff. And so I was texting him saying that we were playing pool, and he asked me if I was any good and if I liked it. I said, well, I'm okay, but I love playing.
I think you said you were amazing.
Oh, is that what I said?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, so maybe I was like talking myself up a little bit, trying to impress him. I told him, we were kind of saying how we were going to play against each other in Ames when I got there. So we had made a bet on who was going to win the pool game against us.
Yeah.
And so then he had said, well, what should we put on this bet for the winner? And so I had a couple drinks in me, so I decided to just be a little flirtatious. And I told him that if he won, he could kiss me. We had both split the games, and then the third game, I want to say,
I won.
I think I put the 8-ball in.
I still won.
Well, yeah, but you won because I...
Lost.
Yeah. I was really trying to win. Because I wanted to see if he would still kiss me anyways, but I ended up losing, so...
I really wanted to win.
He got a kiss.
Well, I knew that I wanted to marry her. So I started looking around for rings, and it wasn't very easy because I knew she didn't like just the regular diamond ring. I ended up having to break into her Pinterest account because I knew she had a wedding page on there.
Private, so no one knew.
Yeah, and so I took that in to the jewelry store, and I showed them, a few pictures of things that you had posted on there. And they're like, they told me that they think they have the perfect ring. And I thought so too. I had this idea in my mind of how I was going to do it. Up north at her parents' house in a deer blind. I couldn't wait. There she was. You're on your way home from school or work
I was
or
out
something.
at that gymnastics place.
Yeah. And
So it was later. It was like I didn't get home till like 8 o'clock.
it was late, and I had just decided tonight was the night. I ran out to the store and bought some stuff for dinner. I was gonna make dinner. She got home, and I said, "You have to go right to the room." And I had a glass of wine waiting for her, and I said, "Just go in the bedroom, and I'll come get you when everything's ready."
He told me he had the glass of wine and told me to get in a nice dress, and we were gonna have like a date night in. Still just thought, okay, date night in. He's gonna make me dinner. We make dinner for each other all the time.
I kind of overlooked the fact that I didn't buy very much to eat.
And we were both starving.
We were very
so it was
hungry.
like
Actually, I wasn't.
9
I was so
o'clock at
nervous that I wasn't hungry.
Yeah, but you had been telling me earlier when I was on my way home before he had decided he was going to propose that night that he was starving. 3 crab cakes.
Three crab cakes.
And strawberry daiquiris.
And
for
strawberry
our first
daiquiris.
date.
And then, so we were playing some music, and I asked her to dance. Put on Pandora. And so we just danced right through the commercials. And I was really hoping that a certain song would come on. And it did. Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, whatever it is by Zach Brown Band.
Yep. I waited for the part to say she's gonna be my wife, and I got down on my knee and pulled out the ring, and my heart was just pounding the whole time, way more than it should have been, and I was nervous, and my hands were all sweaty, and she didn't pick up on it, I don't think.
I really actually was surprised. Looking back, I don't know how I didn't realize. If someone else were to tell me that story, I'd probably say, wow, you're blind. Like, how would you not know that a proposal was coming?
I just remember that part coming on, and I told myself, this is it. You gotta do it now. It's now or never. She said no.
I didn't say no. I kept saying,
you
are
didn't
you serious?
believe, yeah,
I said,
are you serious? After she asked me a lot if I was serious, she said yes.
That's it.
So, by the time you see this, we're going to be married, and you're going to be my wife, which is amazing to me. And I just want you to know that you are the most important thing in my life, and I love you so much. And I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you and grow old together like our parents did. And I just want you to know that I will always be there for you, no matter what, because you've always been there for me. And I love you.
So, to Adam, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for always being you and always being so compassionate towards not only the people around you, but to me. I've had a lot of bad relationships in the past, and so everything that you did for me was so incredibly special, and I know that for the rest of my life I'll have that and I'll be taken care of, because you're you're always so open and honest with me, and I just really appreciate all of that. I love you with my whole heart, and I'm just excited for everything that we have coming up in the future. And I love that you're so excited for all of that. Everything that we have of building a life and building a family. I see a lot of people and a lot of relationships that break apart. People that don't get treated right. And I don't know if I sometimes think I don't deserve it, but somehow I got you. And it's just, I'm so incredibly lucky. And I know that, and I will never take you for granted for the rest of my life. I promise that to you. So thank you for always being who you are and for the way you treat me.